really nice evening backstage just listening to you, and you know, I says, well, this is towards the end of the night, so sometimes these feel like the beginning of the night remarks, but I said, well, what do you want me to do actually? I said, well, how about a little anecdote? How about you say a few words? And my anecdotes are always 3 hours long, so, but I just couldn't help but think about you, Annette, and one of the stories I will tell you before I talk about her was during the making of Open Range, we were making this gigantic gun battle, and I had brought everybody out into the street, and I was explaining where you run and how you die. And you have to run, you have to hide better, you're not hiding good, you know. There's things that you have to be. And I brought everybody out there, and I've been playing this game since I was probably 5, so I knew how to hide and how to shoot. And Annette, of course, was standing with everyone else, and she had her arms crossed. It's very formidable. And she was listening, and I was explaining to these actors who only wanted to be in the position that she'd achieved in her life. And she just listened, and she listened, and I went on and on and on, and I kept looking over her, and I was so ready for her to hand me my head. I know, I guess the great directors don't talk a lot. I was having to talk an awful lot to these guys, you know, about not getting killed, you know, because you're not coming back, and you know, and finally I felt so bad because she was so patient. She sat there, and this is you know, this is our Hepburn. And I looked over to her, and I found these great words of wisdom as a director, you know, and I looked at her and I said, and then I'm so sorry, this is the boys' part. She looked at me and she said, I understand. And she did. She is a director's best friend. And it wasn't about her, it was about the movie. And so I wrote a few of these things down, and I just going to start a little bit